Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I created this look. It's basically more of a glowy skin, neutral eyes kind of situation. I did do a poll on my Instagram and most of you wanted to see this, so that's what I've done for you guys. I hope you are all doing well and I hope you're all staying safe. This time is just like so weird. I actually can't believe we're living in this. But hopefully I can brighten your day a little bit with this tutorial. I love eyes like this. It's super effective, but it isn't like too crazy to create and it doesn't take that long. I feel like this could be an everyday look, it could be a really glam look that you wear out, or if you just want to get glam for your living room like I am, then this is also great. So before we begin, please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give this video a big thumbs up if you do enjoy it, and also leave me a little comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know as well if there's any other videos you'd like to see. I'm creating a lot more content at the moment because of the situation we're in, so yeah, let me know what other things you want to see. And if you guys want to see how I created this look, then please keep on watching. To start off with this look, I'm going to be taking my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. This has honestly changed my life. It is so incredible, and especially if you love that kind of glowy look to your skin, I really recommend this. It is more on the pricey side, but I think it's so worth it, honestly. And you can get smaller sizes. I think there's even a travel size if you wanted to like see if you like it. I actually usually use this cream like before I go to bed, but when I'm doing like a really glowy look like today, this cream is amazing under makeup. Right, so now I've moisturised, I'm now going to prime. So firstly I'm going to be taking my Mary Kay foundation primer. The reason why I love to use this, especially for like an everyday kind of look, is because it has SPF in it, which I think is super important even though I live in England and it's like never sunny here, although it's actually really sunny today. I think it's really important to protect your skin. So I just like to take this on either sides of my nose. And then I like to take it in my T-zone and kind of on my forehead because I do have some fine lines there, and this fills in any pores and fine lines so amazingly as well. And then I'm going to be taking my Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow Beauty Flash. This is kind of like, I think it's a primer. Yeah, under foundation. You can use it over foundation or on its own. So I'm just going to take this all over my face, and this gives your skin such a gorgeous glow, which is obviously what I'm after today. So I'm going to go in with my brows. I think today I kind of want to go in with like a mixture between a fluffy brow and a like Instagram brow. So I'm going to be taking my Makeup Revolution pomade. I'm also going to be mixing it with my Benefit Browsings. This has a powder in it, which I never actually really use. As you can tell, I usually use the wax. But the powder is really, really good to kind of fill in those sparse areas. So I'm just firstly going to go in with this pomade. I'm just going to make sure I have the shape that I want. This is such a good dupe for the Anastasia Dip Brow, and it's literally like a fraction of the price, and I use this on all clients, literally. I love it. So just going under the brow as well. So how is everyone doing with this whole staying inside self-isolation? I am bored out of my mind. It feels so strange not doing clients. I keep thinking to myself like, oh, I'll just get a friend round and I'll just paint their face just for something to do. I can't even do that. But it has been so nice kind of filming again, because I did used to do this all the time and then I kind of stopped. So it's been like really nice to actually get back into it again and create different looks. I'm just going to take this Collection Clear Brow Mascara. I actually got this in a little like eyebrow kit set, so I'm not sure if you can buy this by itself, but I love this so much for kind of brushing up my hairs and for them to stay in that position. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to have to go back in again afterwards obviously because we'll be going in with face makeup, but I'm just going to do this so when I start under my eyes I can kind of see the look I'm going for. So I'm going to carve out my brows. I'm taking this Morphe concealer. I actually have been really enjoying this, and it's obviously quite affordable because it's Morphe. So I'm just going to start . And then I'm going to just take this concealer all over the lid as well, just to prime my eyelids. So instead of setting my eyelids, I've actually started just kind of buffing the concealer in with a big kind of brush, and this just makes the eyeshadow cling more and makes it more pigmented. I can't believe I've not done this until now, to be honest. So, because I've been at home bored, I feel like we're all in the same boat, I've been literally binge watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and I've noticed they do this kind of blown out neutral look and I really love it. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pull it off, but I'm going to try and kind of recreate that vibe, because they always have like really flawless glowy skin and then just such a neutral eye, but it really kind of accentuates the eye at the same time. So I'm going to try and do that, hopefully. I'm going to be taking my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. I know I use this all the time, literally. It is incredible. If you don't have this already, please go and buy it. You will be blown away. It's amazing. But my favourite shade has exploded, so I can't really lift it up properly. But I'm going to take a mixture of these shades up here, and I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. This is just my Sigma E40 brush, and I'm just going to buff this into the crease. And I'm going to try and keep this super neutral, like more browns. And then maybe we could do something nice and shimmery on the lid. So I'm kind of taking this outwards to try and create that kind of blown out look. I just think the Kardashians are so entertaining. I know a lot of people don't like them, but you have to admit their show is so entertaining. Then I would have taken the shade that's cracked. Oh no, it's going everywhere. But instead, I guess I'm going to go for this shade. I don't know whether to take this on the same brush. Yeah, let's take it on the same brush, why not? I'm going to concentrate this more into the crease rather than kind of blending it up. And then bringing it out. Then I'm going to take a tiny bit of this dark brown down here. I'm going to take this brush, it's from Clinique Makeup. I'm going to add, that's probably a bit too much to be fair, tiniest amount in that outer bit of my eye. You could really skip this step and just keep it really neutral, but I just thought I'd add a little bit of smokiness. I'm going to go back in with my fluffy brush and just make sure it's all blended. So for my lid, I'm going to be taking this Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerise little, it's like an eyeshadow pot in the shade Jean. I am obsessed with these little pots. I have another one, where is it? I have the other one as well in rose gold, which I love. I wore it on my 21st birthday and it looked so gorge. This one's more of a goldy colour, which I think will look really, really nice with this look. I'm going to be taking this Morphe M421 brush. It's just a little flat brush, and I'm just going to apply it to the eyelid. This is super nice because you can wear it by itself or you can kind of use it as a base to other eyeshadows, but it just looks so nice and it really blends well into other eyeshadows. It kind of just like melts into the skin. I love it. So when you start to run out of product on your brush, that's when I like to take it kind of to the outer bit, and that's what makes that blend nicely. You don't want to apply product right in this area because otherwise it won't blend properly. I'm going to go back in with my big fluffy brush and just take this around the edges, and as I said before, it really blends into the eyeshadows nicely. Right, so now I'm just going to take a makeup wipe, or you can just take a little cotton pad with makeup remover, and I'm gonna kind of create that elongated look. So I don't want to apply an eyeliner today because I want it to be more smoked out. So I'm going to show you guys how I merge in my lashes without using an eyeliner, if that makes sense. I'm going to take this really flat brush from Morphe. This is the M432 brush. This is amazing. I really recommend if you're a makeup artist to have this in your kit. Right, I'm going to go back in with my palette and I'm going to take this shade just down here. I'm going to take some of my brush and I'm just going to stamp this across my lash line. And this is such a good way to merge your lashes but make it look super natural and smoked out. And then what I like to do as well is when I've put the lashes on, I go back in with some shadow and kind of smoke it all out and make sure it's all looking seamless. And this, I think as well, is actually a really good tip for people that struggle with liner, because we all know how wrong liner can go and how difficult it is. Okay, so now I'm going to be going in with my lashes. I'm taking my Tatty lashes in the style TL7. These are more of a natural lash, but they're super long, which is kind of the look I'm going for today. I'm going to go do all of that off camera because it does take quite a while, so I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so my lashes are on. As you can see, they're super long, but they're not too intense. So now I'm going to go on to the face and then we'll come back to the eyes later. Because I'm going for a more glowy look today, I'm actually going to be taking my liquid illuminator underneath my foundation as well. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand. I'm absolutely obsessed with this at the moment. Just taking some on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to apply this in all of the places where I want to be glowing. And obviously this doesn't have to be like super neat because we're just going to be putting our foundation on top of it, but it just makes sure that you kind of have that little glow already underneath. For my foundation, I'm going to be taking the NARS Natural Radiant Long Wear Foundation. This is what I use on my clients all the time. If a client comes and says, I want my foundation to be more dewy, more glowy, I'll use this foundation on them 1000%. I'm going to actually make myself look a bit more tanned today because I'm so done with this pale skin and I haven't fake tanned, so I'm going to try and make myself look a bit more bronzed. So I'm going to be taking a mixture of these two. This is the shade Valencia and Duville. I actually only own these two because I find mixing foundations is the best way. You do not have to buy a whole selection of foundations if you're a makeup artist. Literally just buy a few and mix because everyone has a different undertone, everyone has a different skin tone. So I'm going to be taking a flat paddle brush and I'm just going to start taking this all over my skin. So I've been loving going in with a paddle brush and really painting the face and then afterwards going in and kind of pressing it into the skin. I find that this really makes the foundation last super well. Also using a paddle brush makes it super easy to really get around the brows and not mess them up as much as if you're using like a sponge. I then go in with my Peaches and Cream PC21 brush and I just press this all into the skin. This will literally make sure your foundation lasts all day long. Right, then I'm going to go back in with my concealer and I'm going to conceal around my eyes, forehead, down my nose, cupid's bow and chin. Gonna go back in with that Peaches brush and blend this out. And this will make sure that it really kind of merges in with that foundation and you don't have like white bits all over your face. And I'm going to just take this brush around the edges of that concealer. And then for the other bits, I'm going to take a smaller brush and this will just help really get in there. And you want to make sure you're keeping that nice sharp bit of your eyeshadow. And going back in with that Peaches and Cream brush and just making sure it's all nicely blended. I'm going to be taking my Huda Beauty translucent powder. This is in Sugar Cookie. Just going to take this on this brush and just set under my eyes. And then I'm going to set any other areas that get oily. So your T-zone, cupid's bow, chin, around the nose. Just any places that you find your makeup slips throughout the day. Next I'm going to cream contour. I'm taking my Iconic London multi-use contouring set. I'm really sorry, I use this every time. And as usual taking my Real Techniques expert face brush. And I'm just going to take this around the forehead to begin with. And then on my cheekbones as well. So I'm just going to make sure all of that powder is brushed away. And then I'm going to go back in with my Beauty Light Wand from Charlotte Tilbury. And I'm going to go back in to those areas. Now this might seem a bit extreme, but if you want to look super glowy, this is the way to do it. So I'm going to take a cream blush. This is the Clinique Pop Oil Lip and Cheek Glow in the shade Nectar Glow. I've spoken about this a lot before. I love this stuff. So I just do a few little dots like that. And then just blend it in. And you can build it up, you can keep it nice and subtle. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder, and I'm just going to go in with this, not everywhere, but just any places that I'd like to keep matte. Right, I think we'll go under the eyes next. I'm basically going to go in the exact same order as I did for the top of the eye. So firstly taking those transition shades. And I'm taking this on my Sigma E45 brush. And then make sure you kind of blend that up. Then going in with a little pencil brush and that more darker shade. I'm going to take this in the same place but just a bit closer to the lash line. And then lastly, that dark brown, I'm just going to take that directly in the outer corner. I'm going to go back in with that other brush and just make sure it's all blended out. If you want to make sure that that is super kind of sharp, I'm going to go back in with my powder, my loose powder. Just going to take a little sponge. You can take just a normal brush, but I like this because it's got a flat end. I'm just going to take that in that area. You want to be careful because you've just applied the liquid illuminator just below that, so you don't want to cover that up. I'm going to leave that to set for like just a little bit. I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper. I tried to find this online the other day and it literally wasn't there, so I'm really upset. I don't know if they've gotten rid of it. I did see like a similar one, so maybe that's kind of the same. I don't know, but this is literally my life, so I'll be very sad. I'm going to take a tiny bit of powder products because I do want to keep this looking quite dewy. So I'm going to be taking my Doll Beauty Gimme Sun bronzer. Take a big fluffy brush and I'm just going to dust this over where I put that cream contour. Same kind of thing with my contour, so I'm just going to be taking my Hoola by Benefit. Taking this on a more angled brush. I'm just going to sharpen my cheekbones with that. And then you just want to go on your nose as well. Just going to dust away that powder. I'm going to take a tiny bit of highlighter over my liquid illuminator. So this is the Milani Instant Glow powder in Afterglow. I love this powder for a more glowy look because it really kind of melts into the skin and looks like your skin. It's not like a really glittery full-on highlighter, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to take this over the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand. Also going to take this on my nose, on my brow bones, inner corners. Then going to go in with my Mario Badescu facial spray. If you watch my channel, you know I love this stuff. I use it on every single client. I use it every single time I do my own makeup. It is literally the best. So I'm just going to spray this. This will just soak up any excess powder. And it's really affordable and you can use it for your skincare routine, so I really recommend this. Then I'm going to take my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I'm going to be taking my Morphe Coffee and Kissy lip liner. These lip liners are unreal and they're so affordable. I got a ton for my clients and I love them. Then I'm going to be taking my Peaches and Cream lip gloss in Bambi. These lip glosses are unreal. Just going to go back in with the excess on that brush and just make sure, I mean they look pretty good already to be fair, but just make sure it's all merged. And then finally, lower lash mascara. So everybody, this is pretty much the finished look. So guys, this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I am so happy with how it turned out. I think it's super flattering, but it's not too crazy. I quite like it because at the moment I've been doing quite out there looks, so this is quite nice to kind of have a bit of a more neutral eye. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up. It means so much to me, and make sure to leave me a little comment as well. Also make sure to share this video with your friends. It helps me out so much. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of the day and I'll see you in my next video.